Hello everyone, how are you doing? Well, I thought I'd have a change of location. Real crime adventures and all that. Sounds good to me. I think I'll crack on with that. So that's going to be the name of my channel. Real crime adventures. Or UK real crime adventures would be a good one. There we go. The cool coffee. Arctic coffee. Canny. Arabian. Never mind. Aye. Aye, so. Watching my last video. Look, canny. Sort of like inspired us to do this. You know, it's good. Because I learn things about myself when I watch the videos back, you see. It's like I'm doing my own therapy with you guys. And working on my stuff out again. But this time outside. I've got a journey like, it's done me head in. Aye. I don't know. What's went wrong with me since I got out of prison? Why haven't I moved forward in my working life and stuff in a much more positive way than I have? Aye. It's not that difficult, really, for other people looking in to figure it out, what's wrong with us. And you guys will figure it out because I'm sharing loads on here, you know, so. Aye. Because it's hard to emotionally identify with yourself, you see. That's where I struggle a lot. And I think that's where a lot of people struggle a lot. But I don't know, I'm doing all right. In loads of other areas, I'm doing really good. So that's what keeps us going. But the lack of action in my life in certain areas is not working for me. It's having a negative impact on me, on how I feel. And like I say, it's all about how I feel. That's most important to me. And how I keep myself right. And what keeps everybody really. Your behaviour. I'm looking at mad pictures on the walls and all that. Oh, by the way, I'm in a big, huge, it's like a kiln. There used to be a pottery in here. Tiles. Made tiles in here. Cooked them in here. Loads of them. I'm sure this place was a bottle factory at one point, and it turned into a tile factory. But it makes a canny little private set, you know, so I can talk about stuff and sit and chill. I had loads of things on my mind again, and I went blank. I'll get there. See, I have to talk about my addiction and how I deal with my addiction, what's my understanding of how my addiction affects me. It's addiction, it's very cunning. Oh, aye. It feels like you're conning yourself in loads of ways to help justify you using drugs. But that's your addiction talking. But I'd done the 12-step program. I went through it. But I didn't get a sponsor. And I've struggled to live in the recovery community. For whatever reasons. But Newcastle's got a good community, recovery community. There's some good guys there. I've been to quite a few meetings, and they were always very nice and accommodating to me. Like, the only problem with the recovery community was what I've been feeling personally about my issues, my self-esteem issues, and what kind of boundaries I'm prepared to push and operate out, in their safe boundaries, and I'm not being able to do it. Simple as. But their meetings, them recovery meetings that I went to, and some that I went with, canny kid he is, he's an naughty kid. That was the closest thing I've come to outside to actual psycho talking therapies and stuff like that. I done a anger awareness course, I think it was, when I got out. Truthfully, it was alright. I got to meet some people who I'd not met before, and none of them were really buying the programme at all. No one was buying the programme. They were just engaging in a positive way, in the best positive way they could. We all did that. And it was difficult. For reasons that I didn't think the people who roll out the course fully understand. And I mean, for me, I went on the course, and I felt I wasn't angry and needing to think about loads of angry situations in my life. And for a couple of hours, and then sent packing on me travels. With pictures of helicopters and that in my head. I mean, it's the cognitive behaviour courses that they do, treatments, should I say, they're canny, and I have met someone who really benefited and made a difference, to the way he was thinking and helped him get on better in life. And that's great. But when you come to people like me, and re-offenders and serial offenders and you know, with these lifestyles, we all got the same lifestyle and that, and drugs and drink and violence and burgling and robbing and, oh, just gone, the list goes on. These are complex feelings that are going on, man, for these people. They've got their complex emotional issues that can't be just sorted out by doing a 6-week, 2 hours a day for 4 days a week or 3 days a week in them 6 weeks. And then you're fully aware of the situation, but not knowing about how to deal with all these mad feelings that you brought up from your past that you've been thinking about for the last 6 weeks. Well, luckily enough for me, I've got a supportive environment around us. I've got my family and a supportive environment to go back into. I'm leaving their meetings, and my behaviour I was angry for a while. And all them anger issues that I had been thinking about, had been making us angry again. Then I had to start thinking about stuff again and start reconnecting emotionally with what give us that emotional resolve around them issues. But it's a double-edged sword, you see, because what did they do? They roll out these courses, all of really good intentions of wanting to help people, and they do help some people. The data's there to say that it does help some people, but resettlement outside, moving forward with positive friendships and relationships outside. When you start off in hostels, so it's just the same mentality, criminal mentality runs you in the hostel that it was in the jail. Like, then you got them back onto the street with the criminal mentality. There's no one to turn to. A lot of people feel because they've not got the support I've got, that's all they've got is the street. I think there's someone coming in. Well, that's what I got to say about some courses, these cognitive behaviour courses that they get people like me with my kind of issues doing as a form of helping them sort out their issues. But it might not work like that by everybody, but that's what happened to me.